I try to be fact-based. Some people just don't appreciate it. And they comment like that. Hey, it's Lance McGowan here, and I'm going to do a reaction video to actually one of the comments that I received on the doTERRA versus Melaleuca company comparison video that I did. And you know, I like to do these because some people are like, Lance, why are you trying to put people on the spot? Why are you trying to, you know, draw attention that doesn't need to be drawn attention to, and all this stuff? And I'm like, you know what? It's important that we don't just ignore people that disagree with us or don't like us, right? We want to address things and do so reasonably, but also know that you can't reason with the unreasonable person. But I do these reaction videos on comments because some commenters are like, why are you commenting on that, man? With the head action. I can see it in their comment responses. Yeah, but it's just to make sure that we're always, you know, making feel like everyone's a part of the creative process. Like whether somebody is leaving a positive comment or a negative comment or a neutral comment, I feel as a creator, it's important for everyone to be a part of that and for, you know, have a little fun with it. I mean, ultimately my intent is to educate, to inspire, to keep it real, right? Because you know we gotta keep it real. But also have fun with things, because we can't, you know, we can't be getting serious all the time. I mean, everybody, you know, you probably know, like if you had a rough day at work, a rough day with the kids or grandkids or significant other or spouse, it's nice to be able to watch a video, relate to somebody, and maybe have a few laughs. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm trying to have some good old positive fun here. All right, with that being said, because you're probably like, all right, Lance, enough of the disclaimer. Dang, come on now. All right, so let's read this, you know, comment that I got from, again, the doTERRA versus Melaleuca company video that I did, and go from there. I'm going to give my reactions along the way. So here we go, and their name will be left anonymous, but you can check out the video and look at it yourself. Link will be in the description. Okay, this person stated, I don't usually comment on YouTube videos, but I just had to comment here because of how you presented the information. Lance, you must realize withholding certain details will influence how others interpret what you say. In this case, if someone knows nothing about either doTERRA or Melaleuca, their conclusion would be that doTERRA is better. Because they are. If someone knows only about doTERRA, their conclusion would be that doTERRA is better. Well, I ain't the one that said it. He said it. If someone knows about Melaleuca, their conclusion would be that you did not present all the facts for a person to come to an informed choice. Well, I presented a lot of facts. I mean, what's up? You were obviously trying to promote doTERRA over Melaleuca since you withhold details about Melaleuca that make a huge...
I'm not a huge believer.
It's a huge problem.
The huge problem. That is a huge problem.
I just put in a huge order.
They get pumped up with this huge pile of liquid.
Difference to what an uninformed person would conclude. Which is what? Still trying to figure that out. I've read over people's comments and can understand why they've used words such as biased, lies, etc. Well, I know if that ain't the pot calling the kettle black on this one too, you know what I'm saying? A little self-awareness, hashtag self-awareness. Yeah. Well, not painting a full picture of the truth is pretty much the same thing, isn't it? He going in on a person. He going in. Let's continue though. We're gonna continue. I know you want this as much as I do. Maybe not. Okay, here we go. I'm sure you'll comment that it was a truthful presentation based on the information you found in your research. It actually was. I mean, what's up? The problem is that too much information about Melaleuca was missing for a viewer of your video to come to a proper conclusion. For example, in regards to your point about internal use, you yourself should know that essential oils are very potent and can cause serious health issues if not used properly, regardless as to what oil it is. A lot of that depends on quality, quantity, frequency, and a lot of other factors that I ain't gonna go into because the video already did that. But yeah, just kind of cherry picking that. I mean, what's up, dude? I mean, what's going on, man? All right, here we go. Melaleuca simply does not endorse ingesting any oils unless a person knows what they're doing, or under the guidance of someone who does. Okay, so that means no, it's not allowed. This is clearly spelled out in their downloadable FAQ. So basically, you can't take them internally. which then draws into question why you can't take them internally, especially if it's like a basic oil like a lemon or even a lavender, peppermint, or Melaleuca. If a particular oil is deemed safe for internal use by doTERRA, that same oil with Melaleuca would be too. But not on the bottle, because it actually says not for internal use. But anyway, you present your information in such a way to suggest that Melaleuca oils are not ingestible simply because they don't say so. Come on! Well, they're not, because it says they're not, and they don't have the supplement facts. You know, when you look at the bottle, this is doTERRA, by the way. All right, but when you look at the bottle, and it says supplement facts, like right there, like you probably can't see it on here. There it is. Boom, supplement. That's one way you know it's approved for internal, and then there's other ways too, which I cover in the actual video. Yeah. Anyways, I digress. Let's continue. The position that doTERRA takes is both careless and irresponsible, as it poses a risk to people who don't know the proper way to use essential oils. Well, that's what properly informed and trained wellness advocates are for. Well, that's what wellness advocates are for. Melaleuca's position is the way that all essential oil companies should take when it comes to ingesting oils, which is what most actually do, which is to not say they're approved for internal use. But he's kind of saying they are, even though the bottle says that they're not. Okay, let's continue. Now, when it comes to prices and rewards, you've made such a simple thing confusing, whereby a person would not see the truth about the matter. I'm afraid I'm about to find out what that exactly is. Here we go. Right off the bat, Melaleuca oils cost about 25 to 50% less than doTERRA, with or without the rewards. Melaleuca's loyalty shopping dollars are simply an added discount opportunity based on when an order was placed. This is in addition to the already lower prices Melaleuca has over doTERRA. Now this is assuming that price is the only thing that matters, which I addressed in the video. We got quality to think about, service. I mean, there's some things we got to think about. But let's continue. Let's continue, okay? For example, doTERRA's lemongrass sells for $10 wholesale. Melaleuca's is only $7.50. That's quite a savings. That's right, that's 25% difference. But we have to look at quality, service, and if it's actually approved for internal use. Because that's going to determine a lot of things, all right? Again, you can't just look at, you know, and what's a good analogy for this? I'm trying to think. I mean, that's like trying to compare a Kia to a Lexus. I mean, it's just, yeah, they're both cars, but just because one's cheaper doesn't mean it's better. Namely the Kia, let's be real. Alright, now if a person shops earlier in the month, they simply get more loyalty shopping dollar rewards versus shopping towards the end of the month. With millions shopping monthly, obviously Melaleuca does not want all of them shopping at the same time, and so they give an incentive to shop earlier in the month. By the way, there is a ton of free education and personalized support about Melaleuca's oils and products. You just need to know where to obtain it. There is even a dedicated section for their essential oils at https://www.melaleuca.com/pure. Link in the description. By the way, another failing grade you give to Melaleuca was point number 4. They do have a bath number, which I think you meant to say batch number. Little typo. On the bottle, and it can be traced to their source. If your presentation was done properly, dang. With all these details about Melaleuca, the results would have been that both doTERRA and Melaleuca are amazing companies to shop at, and that the oils are both super high quality. Well, that's not the conclusion I came to. And I gave lots of facts. In other words, it would make no difference which company to shop from, and they both would have a full green check mark according to your own criteria. Well, obviously that wasn't the case. If a person is looking for the best oils, both companies win. Well, best is relative and also subjective because it's, based on a lot of factors. Because clearly, come on, man. If a person wants the best price, Melaleuca can't be beat. I beg to differ, because you have to look at a lot. I mean, we got product of the month, we got quarterly specials, we got wholesale versus retail, we got the bottle size, we got if it's approved for internal or, you know, I mean, there's a lot. I mean, I'm just naming a few. There's a lot of stuff to look at with regards to just, you know, price. Again, I think people get the blinders on. They're like, price. Price is important. I get it, right? I get it. I'm not dissing price or people who like low prices. But I'm just saying it's not the only thing. I think we just get a little too focused in on it. Okay, here we go. We're going to continue. Whew. I'm going to need some essential oils after this one. Which one? Which oil should I use to help me out? How about some Melaleuca? Oh, snap. But, you know, the good kind that you can take internally.
Oh no, she didn't. Oh yes, she did.
With the proper dosages and stuff. I covered that in my other video. Link in the description. Anyways, as he was saying, if a person wants the best price, Melaleuca can't be beat no matter how you break it down. Break it down, okay. Ooh, my back. I need some deep blue. Okay, that's good for soothing muscles and joints, especially in the back area. Yeah. Whether it was intentional or not, I have to say that it was ridiculous how much your video was slanted to promote doTERRA. Well, if that ain't the pot calling the kettle black again with this comment. If you want to provide comparisons about companies, you should actually speak to someone who knows as opposed to trying to figure things out on your own. Otherwise, it will result in the type of comments or expressions that people have posted in frustration.
Are you psycho? Excuse me.
Because that's pretty much what happened in the comment section of that video. There was a lot of gnawing of teeth and growl sounds, also known as their comments. But it's cool because I respond to comments. You know, I try to be reasonable, try to keep it real, you know, and that's the best I can do. Okay? I try to be fact-based. Some people just don't appreciate it. And they comment like that. Okay. Alright, that moment was brought to you by that comment, but was helped with serenity. That's right. Helps with soothing and calming emotions. I've already used 3 essential oils in this video. This is good practical. This is good, like, practical, like, advice for, like, life. Yeah. We're gonna get back on topic now. Alright. Hopefully you can now understand why those comments are being made. Yes, because people got triggered. And they vented a lot. They need a hug. Digital hugs. And some essential oils that you can take internally with the proper dosage and frequency and quantity. Yeah. Alright, well that concludes that person's comment. Again, I'm just gonna leave their name anonymous, but you know who you are, okay? Alright, well as you can see, people leave very interesting comments on my videos, and you know, some people are wondering, like, hey, why don't you just focus in on your own company, Lance? I mean, why you gotta, because some people ask me, hey, what's the difference between these companies? Or, hey, I'm with this company and they do this. I've heard that your company do that. And I'm like, well, hold on, time out. That's partially true, or that's mostly true, or, you know, and if they're having that question, I'm sure 500 to 1,000 other people have that question too, and I'm just, you know, answering it in video form and putting it out there. And I realized a couple things while making these videos over the past few years. Number one, I can't please everyone. Okay, that's just truth right there. You cannot please everyone, no matter how good it is, right? Number two, not everyone's gonna like or agree with my content or the delivery of it. I mean, I add a little flavor. Some people think it's annoying. Some people are like, oh snap, that's kind of funny. Or they're like, man, that's really awkward and weird. Which is probably what most people are saying. Which is probably what you're saying. Alright, but anyways. I mean, that's just me though. And if somebody doesn't like it, they can change the channel. If somebody likes it, then they can hit that subscribe button also down below. Shameless plug. Alright, other than that, hey, well, thanks for watching this video. Hopefully that's, you know, enlightened you in some way, or it's gonna trigger you and make you want to leave a negative comment. But hopefully the positive comments outweigh the negative ones, and some neutral runs are thrown in there as well. We gotta balance things out. Speaking of balance, this is a great oil to help balance your emotions and mood. I like to use it when I read comments. Helps me stay grounded. Not really, it just helps calm me down, and then I'm really good to go for some more videos. So, alright, well, if you liked today's video, hit the big thumbs up button. If you found some value out of it, you know, leave a comment. You know, let's keep it positive or, you know, reasonable, okay? Just want to let you know, everyone, people who, haters, lovers, everyone in between, I love you all. Like, I mean, for real, like, whether it's constructive or deconstructive criticism, it's really just information from another person's perspective. So, like, on some serious stuff, like, I know you probably like, alright, Lance, you gonna be serious or what? Like, yeah, I am for just a moment here, okay? You know, people are entitled to their opinion, and they're not just a hater because they disagree. It is not just what people say, it's how they say it too, you know, because that's key. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, if you're doing anything with your life, you're going to have people that hate on you. It could be family members. It could be significant others, exes, spouse, co-workers, boss, direct reports, strangers on the internet, people you know on the internet. And it's just really, I think, at the end of the day, how we handle it and trying to make sure that, you know, we're trying to keep it real, right? Be, you know, brutally honest, but exceedingly kind, and try to be reasonable. I mean, you know, my goal is to never call anybody out their name and you know, like, acknowledge things like cognitive bias, which we all have, and, you know, just other things too, like just more self-awareness I think is needed, and more just like extending grace and mercy to people, because I think that's just missing a lot too. So yeah, alright, I'm getting kind of deep on y'all, and the video was over a long time ago. Thank you so much for watching up until this point. I mean, good night. Alright, we'll see you in the next video. Yeah.